What's up, guys? Welcome back to T-Cube Trade Travel Truth. I'm Rich, and today we're just going to talk about a couple things. We're going to talk about why I roll and I never let options expire. And we're going to talk about what's going on today in the market. Okay, so we'll do the market thing real quick. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, do the whole bit. I'm just trying to help people out. All right, today we got the 5 biggest things going on in the market today. We got the Fed decision, which is huge, right? Federal Reserve announces rates at 2 p.m. I'm not thinking they're going to do anything with the rates, but you never know. So stay tuned for that, because the market's probably going to, if they drop rates, the market's going to go up. If they don't drop rates, it's probably going to stay the same or maybe go down. Expect no rate change. Powell's tone on inflation and oil, so make sure you'll stay around for that. This sets the short-term direction of the entire market. Could trigger a big move either way, right? All right, Super Bowl of earnings after close today. So we've got like a ton of earnings going on today. We got big tech, Alphabet, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft. These companies comprise about 20 to 25% of the entire market. Focus on AI spending, growth outlook, and margins. So these companies are dumping billions and billions in the AI infrastructure. So I know Tesla got hammered a little bit for spending $25 billion, and they thought it was going to be $20 billion. And then, even $20 billion was a lot of money that people didn't want Tesla to spend. They still got billions on cash, but I mean, that was last week, but we're talking about this week. So, companies could get hurt if they're spending too much money on AI, or at least what people think is too much money. All right, number 3, oil just blew past $100 again. So this is huge, obviously. Energy, if you have energy and tech stocks, you're pretty much golden, right? So oil went to 114. Iran conflict, Strait of Hormuz still messed up. UAE leaving OPEC. Why this matters, inflation risk goes up, puts pressure on stocks. Number 4, market is nervous about AI. So yeah, still the AI, everybody, the bubble still, too many people, too many of these companies spending a bunch of money on AI. People are nervous about that. Stocks are entering the prove it phase, which means, all right, they spent all this money to make infrastructure. We want to see some positive things on growth on far as making money off of AI. So that is going on as well, so people are nervous about that. And number 5, Tesla's still a key sentiment driver. So Tesla, out of most of the stocks, people trade Tesla based on if they like it or not. And it's just, so that's pretty much, people get, like, especially in California, they're like holding up Tesla's, self-driving permitting. So it's just about if you hate Elon and stuff. It's kind of ridiculous. It's just low IQ stuff. So they beat earnings, 22.4 billion. Revenue was up by like 0.41%. But stock reaction was mixed due to heavy spending and outlook concerns. So they spent too much money, they spent too much money on certain people's views there. What traders care about: AI, robotaxi story, margins under pressure, positioning, stock already weak year to date. Big picture, Tesla equals risk appetite signal for the market. Yeah, so again, they're still waiting for the robotaxi to start kicking in, and Optimus, all that crap needs it. We need to start seeing that. I'm not too worried about it because I'm in it for the long haul. It is cold out here, so I'm kind of rushing today. Bottom line, today is about 3 things colliding at once: Fed decision, big tech earnings, and oil spike. Yeah, it's here. It's going to be crazy today. So the market's just open. Let's see what's going on so far with Tesla. 937. Tesla is going down, which is cool for me, for my options. Let's see. We might do, no, we won't do a roll yet. I'm going to record a roll, another one. And I'm also going to do a thing where I'm going to start like one contract out, and I'm going to follow it through time, and it'll take a little while to make this video, and I'll show you the exact process on every stage, entering and not. All right, so let's get back into this, and now we're going to go into the main title of this main title of this video, and it is why I roll early instead of waiting for expiration. I hardly ever wait for expiration, maybe 1 out of 20 times. And most people think you got to sell a covered call and wait, but waiting until expiration is often leaving money on the table or adding unnecessary risk, in my opinion, right? Again, not a financial advisor. All right, the number one thing is theta decay isn't linear. So I don't know if you know anything about theta, but the decay works in your favor when you're selling options. It works against you when you're buying options. So theta accelerates in the final 2 weeks, but most of the easy decay has already happened. Once you have captured 70-80% of the premium, the remaining value isn't worth the risk of holding, which means, so you've got 70-80% profit on one of your contracts. Like, you might as well lock that in and get get new premium, get your money working it again. And that way, in case Tesla goes the other way, you've locked in that profit, right? And then you've also got more premium. Rolling early lets you redeploy the capital into the next cycle, right? Number 2 point, you stay in control. Waiting until expiration means you're reacting. Rolling early means you're choosing terms, your own terms, right? So again, I said the rules yesterday. I wait to either 55 to 60 delta if it's going badly to roll up and out. And then on the other side, I do between 70 and 80% profit to roll either down on the same expiration or down and in, or close a trade altogether, right? And closing the trade altogether just means that it's too far out in time, and I want the shares back and start the process again. So I got a question today saying, what's my time frame when I first go in? I go in a week usually, and then from a week I go out in time when rolling. I do have another strategy where I do like maybe a few stocks. I have 9 contracts way out in time because I like to have the premium up front so I can reinvest that and grow my account. And then I buy those back as they become in profit. So point 3, IV works in your favor when you roll, right? So the IV is elevated when you roll. You collect better premium on the next position. Waiting too long means you might roll into a lower IV environment. So yeah, I mean, yeah, IV just changes all the time. IV obviously goes down when the stock goes down and goes up when stock goes up, and around earning calls it goes up. Also, another point, I don't want my shares called away, right? So that's why I wait to like a 55, 60 delta and roll up and out. Yeah, I mean, I'd still not lose money if my shares got called away, I guess, unless they kept rising after my strike price, and then I'd have to rebuy it and higher. So that's one reason, but I just don't even want to do that. I don't want to ever have my calls go to expiration. The only time that I actually do is when the stock is like right around the strike price and it's going to close soon. But for Tesla, that's very kind of rare that it just stays at one level for long periods of time. So usually you have to roll, and I don't mind it. There's nothing I am worried about. Your shares are the foundation of the whole strategy. Losing them means losing your ability to keep selling calls. Rolling buys you time and distance, moving the strike up and out so you can stay in the position on your terms. Yeah, so I'm going to do another video on, like I just said, I'm going to buy another 100 shares in a little bit, and then do one contract out a week, and then roll it, and I'll show you how it works. Also, I'm going to record any kind of rolling that I do here, positive, negative, all that kind of stuff. So I start with one contract, 30 delta a week out, and then I go from there, and I do everything else that you've seen the videos of. And that is it. I keep everything simple. Please like, subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to go inside because it's a little chilly out here. My nose is probably running. Hopefully it wasn't on the video. I'm going to have to make another one. Anyway, adios, amigos.